Hey there, amazing people. I'm thrilled to have you here today. We're thrilled to present to you our video dedicated to United States Department of Energy. Enjoy. Border logo caption = flag of the U.S. Department of Energy logo width = 175 picture = U.S. State of Energy Forrestal Building picture width = picture caption = James V. Forrestal Building. Headquarter building named after James Forrestal formed = Pristine = Federal Energy Administration FEA Pristine = Energy Research and Development Administration EIDA dissolved = Jurisdiction = U.S. Federal Government Headquarters = James V. Forrestal Building 1000 Independence Avenue Southwest, Washington, D.C. U.S. Coordinates = Employees = 14,382 Federal Civilian 2018 93,094 Contract 2008 Budget = $31.70 billion 2020 Chief name = Jennifer Granholm Chief position = Secretary Chief name = David Turk Chief position = Deputy Secretary Website = The United States Department of Energy DOE is an executive department of the U.S. federal government that oversees U.S. national energy policy and energy production, the research and development of nuclear power, the military's nuclear weapons program, nuclear reactor production for the United States Navy, energy-related research, and energy conservation. The DOE was created in 1977 in the aftermath of the 1973 oil crisis. It sponsors more physical science research than any other U.S. federal agency, the majority of which is conducted through its system of national laboratories. The DOE also directs research in genomics, with the Human Genome Project originating from a DOE initiative. The department is headed by the Secretary of Energy, who reports directly to the President of the United States and is a member of the Cabinet. The current Secretary of Energy is Jennifer Granholm, who has served in the position since February 2021. The department's headquarters are in southwestern Washington, D.C., in the James V. Forrestal Building, with additional offices in Germantown, Maryland. With that being said, let's now move on to formation and consolidation. In 1942, during World War II, the United States started the Manhattan Project to develop the atomic bomb under the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. After the war, in 1946, the Atomic Energy Commission (AEC) was created to control the future of the project. The Atomic Energy Act of 1946 also created the framework for the first national laboratories. Among other nuclear projects, the AEC produced fabricated uranium fuel cores at locations such as Fernald Feed Materials Production Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Energy Reorganization Act of 1974 split the responsibilities of the AEC into the new Nuclear Regulatory Commission, which was charged with regulating the nuclear power industry, and the Energy Research and Development Administration, which was assigned to manage the nuclear weapon, naval reactor, and energy development programs. The 1973 oil crisis called attention to the need to consolidate energy policy. In 1977, President Jimmy Carter signed into law the Department of Energy Organization Act, which established the Department of Energy. The new agency, which began operations on October 1, 1977, consolidated the Federal Energy Administration, the Energy Research and Development Administration, the Federal Power Commission, and programs of various other agencies. Former Secretary of Defense James Schlesinger, who served under Presidents Nixon and Ford during the Vietnam War, was appointed as the first secretary. President Carter proposed the Department of Energy with the goal of promoting energy conservation and energy independence, and developing alternative sources of energy to reduce the use of fossil fuels. With international energy's future uncertain for America, Carter acted quickly to have the department come into action the first year of his presidency. This was an extremely important issue of the time as the oil crisis was causing shortages and inflation. With the 3 Mile Island accident, Carter was able to intervene with the help of the department. Through the DOE, Carter was able to make changes within the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, including improving management and procedures, since nuclear energy and weapons are responsibilities of the department. Get ready to uncover the mysteries surrounding weapon plans stolen as we navigate its intriguing terrain. In December 1999, the FBI was investigating how China obtained plans for a specific nuclear device. When Ho Li was accused of stealing nuclear secrets from Los Alamos National Laboratory for the People's Republic of China, federal officials, including then Energy Secretary Bill Richardson, publicly named Li as a suspect before he was charged with the crime. The U.S. Congress held hearings to investigate the Department of Energy's handling of his case. Republican senators thought that an independent agency should be in charge of nuclear weapons and security issues, rather than the DOE. All but one of the 59 charges against Li were eventually dropped because the investigation proved the plans the Chinese obtained could not have come from Li. Li filed suit and won a $1.60 million settlement against the federal government and news agencies. The episode eventually led to the creation of the National Nuclear Security Administration, a semi-autonomous agency within the department. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of Loan Guarantee Program of 2005 as we examine its impact and relevance. In 2001, American Solar Challenge was sponsored by the DOE and the National Renewable Energy Laboratory. After the 2005 race, the DOE discontinued its sponsorship. Title XBII of Energy Policy Act of 2005 authorizes the DOE to issue loan guarantees to eligible projects that avoid, reduce, or sequester air pollutants or anthropogenic emissions of greenhouse gases and employ new or significantly improved technologies as compared to technologies in service in the United States at the time the guarantee is issued. In loan guarantees, a conditional commitment requires to meet an equity commitment, as well as other conditions, before the loan guarantee is completed. In September 2008, the DOE, the Nuclear Threat Initiative (NTI), the Institute of Nuclear Materials Management (INMM), and the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) partnered to develop and launch the World Institute for Nuclear Security (WINS), an international non-governmental organization designed to provide a forum to share best practices in strengthening the security and safety of nuclear and radioactive materials and facilities. Let's now turn our gaze towards organization and explore the fascinating connections it has to offer. The department announced a reorganization with new names of undersecretaries in 2022. The department is under the control and supervision of a United States Secretary of Energy, a political appointee of the President of the United States. The Energy Secretary is assisted in managing the department by a United States Deputy Secretary of Energy, also appointed by the President, who assumes the duties of the Secretary in the Secretary's absence. The department also has 3 undersecretaries, each appointed by the President, who oversee the major areas of the department's work. The President also appoints 7 officials with the rank of Assistant Secretary of Energy who have line management responsibility for major organizational elements of the department. The Energy Secretary assigns their functions and duties. Moving ahead, let's uncover the hidden gems within symbolism in the seal and discover their significance. Excerpt from the Code of Federal Regulations, in Title 10, Energy. The official seal of the Department of Energy includes a green shield bisected by a gold-colored lightning bolt, on which is emblazoned a gold-colored symbolic sun, atom, oil derrick, windmill, and dynamo. It's crested by the white head of an eagle, atop a white rope. Both appear on a blue field surrounded by concentric circles in which the name of the agency, in gold, appears on a green background. The eagle represents the care in planning and the purposefulness of efforts required to respond to the nation's increasing demands for energy. The sun, atom, oil derrick, windmill, and dynamo serve as representative technologies whose enhanced development can help meet these demands. The rope represents the cohesiveness in the development of the technologies and their link to our future capabilities. The lightning bolt represents the power of the natural forces from which energy is derived and the nation's challenge in harnessing the forces. The color scheme is derived from nature, symbolizing both the source of energy and the support of man's existence. The blue field represents air and water, green represents mineral resources and the earth itself, and gold represents the creation of energy in the release of natural forces. By invoking this symbolism, the color scheme represents the nation's commitment to meet its energy needs in a manner consistent with the preservation of the natural environment. With our curiosity piqued, let's embark on a dedicated exploration of facilities and its fascinating intricacies. The Department of Energy operates a system of national laboratories and technical facilities for research and development, as follows: National Laboratory Argonne, National Laboratory Brookhaven, National Laboratory Fermi, National Accelerator Laboratory Idaho, National Laboratory Lawrence Berkeley, National Laboratory Lawrence Livermore, National Laboratory Los Alamos, National Laboratory National Energy Technology Laboratory, National Renewable Energy Laboratory Oak Ridge, National Laboratory Pacific Northwest, National Laboratory Princeton Plasma Physics Laboratory Sandia, National Laboratories SNL Savannah River, National Laboratory Dosal Scaled Wind Farm Technology Swift Facility SLAC, National Accelerator Laboratory Thomas Jefferson, National Accelerator Facility Albany Research Center Bettis Atomic Power Laboratory under NNSA Designs develops nuclear-powered propulsion for the U.S. Navy, Kansas City National Security Campus Knowles Atomic Power Laboratory under NNSA Designs developed nuclear-powered propulsion for the U.S. Navy, National Petroleum Technology Office Nevada National Security Site New Brunswick Laboratory Office of Fossil Energy Office of River Protection Pantix Plant Radiological and Environmental Sciences Laboratory Savannah River Sites operate from Savannah River National Laboratory Y12 National Security Complex Yucca Mountain Nuclear Waste Repository. Other major DOE facilities include Airstrip Pahute Mesa Airstrip, Nye County, Nevada, part of Nevada National Security Site. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on nuclear weapons sites. The DNSA has federal responsibility for the design, testing and production of all nuclear weapons. NNSA in turn uses contractors to carry out its responsibilities at the following government-owned sites: research, development, and manufacturing guidance, Los Alamos National Laboratory and Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, engineering of the non-nuclear components and system integration, Sandia National Laboratories, manufacturing of key components, the Kansas City plant, Savannah River Site, and Y12 National Security Complex. Testing, Nevada Test Site, Final Weapon and Warhead Assembling and Dismantling, Pantix. In this section, we'll be exploring related legislation. 1920 Federal Power Act, 1935 Public Utility Holding Company Act of 1935, 1946 Atomic Energy Act PL 79 585 created the Atomic Energy Commission, 1954 Atomic Energy Act of 1954 as amended PL 83 703, 1956 Colorado River Storage Project PL 84 485, 1957 Atomic Energy Commission Acquisition of Property PL 85 162, 1957 Price Anderson Nuclear Industries Indemnity Act PL 85 256, 1968 Natural Gas Pipelines Safety Act PL 9481, 1973 Mineral Leasing Act Amendments Trans-Alaska Oil Pipeline Authorization PL 93 153, 1974 Energy Reorganization Act PL 93 438 split the AEC into the Energy Research and Development Administration and the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, 1975 Energy Policy and Conservation Act PL 94 163, 1977 Department of Energy Organization Act PL 95 91 dismantled ERDA and replaced it with the Department of Energy, 1978 National Energy Act PL 95 617, 618, 619, 620, 621 1980 Energy Security Act PL 96 294 1989 Natural Gas Wellhead Decontrol Act PL 101 160 1992 Energy Policy Act of 1992 PL 102 486 2000 National Nuclear Security Administration Act PL 106 65 2005 Energy Policy Act of 2005 PL 109 58 2007 Energy Independence and Security Act of 2007 PL 110 140 2008 Food, Conservation and Energy Act of 2008 PL 110 234. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into the fascinating world of budget. On May 7, 2009, President Barack Obama unveiled a $26.40 billion budget request for DOE for fiscal year FY 2010, including $2.30 billion for the DOE Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy (EERE). That budget aimed to substantially expand the use of renewable energy sources while improving energy transmission infrastructure. It also proposed significant investments in hybrids and plug-in hybrids, smart grid technologies, and scientific research and innovation. As part of the $789 billion economic stimulus package in the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, Congress provided energy with an additional $38.30 billion for fiscal years 2009 and 2010. Adding about 75% to energy's annual budgets. Most of the stimulus spending was in the form of grants and contracts. For fiscal year 2013, each of the operating units of the Department of Energy operated with the following budgets. Division Funding Nuclear Security $11.50 Energy and Environment $9.50 Science $4.90 Management $0.25 Other $0.85 Total $28. In March 2018, Energy Secretary Rick Perry testified to a Senate panel about the Trump administration's DOE budget request for fiscal year 2019. The budget request prioritized nuclear security while making large cuts to energy efficiency and renewable energy programs. The proposal was a $500 million increase in funds over fiscal year 2017. It promotes innovations like a new Office of Cybersecurity, Energy Security, and Emergency Response (CESER) and gains for the Office of Fossil Energy. Investments would be made to strengthen the National Nuclear Security Administration and modernize the nuclear force, as well as in weapons activities and advanced computing. However, the budget for the Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy would be lowered to $696 million under the plan, down from $1.30 billion in fiscal year 2017. Overall, the department's energy and related programs would be cut by $1.90 billion. With our foundation established, it's time to explore energy savings performance contract and its relevance to our overarching theme. Energy savings performance contracts (ISPs) are contracts under which a contractor designs, constructs, and obtains the necessary financing for an energy savings project, and the federal agency makes payments over time to the contractor from the savings in the agency's utility bills. The contractor guarantees that energy improvements will generate savings, and after the contract ends, all continuing cost savings accrue to the federal agency. With the groundwork laid, let's now examine energy innovation hubs and its connections to our previous discussions. Energy innovation hubs are multidisciplinary, meant to advance highly promising areas of energy science and technology from their early stages of research to the point that the risk level will be low enough for industry to commercialize the technologies. The Consortium for Advanced Simulation of Light Water Reactors (CASL) was the first DOE Energy Innovation Hub established in July 2010 for the purpose of providing advanced modeling and simulation solutions for commercial nuclear reactors. The 2009 DOE budget includes $280 million to fund 8 energy innovation hubs, each of which is focused on a particular energy challenge. 2 of the 8 hubs are included in the EERE budget and will focus on integrating smart materials, designs, and systems into buildings to better conserve energy and on designing and discovering new concepts and materials needed to convert solar energy into electricity. Another 2 hubs, included in the DOE Office of Science budget, were created to tackle the challenges of devising advanced methods of energy storage and creating fuels directly from sunlight without the use of plants or microbes. Yet another hub was made to develop smart materials to allow the electrical grid to adapt and respond to changing conditions. In 2012, the DOE awarded $120 million to the Ames Laboratory to start a new EIH, the Critical Materials Institute, which will focus on improving the supply of rare earth elements. Now, let's redirect our focus towards Advanced Research Projects Agency Energy and discover its significance in our narrative. ARPAE was officially created by the America's COMPETES Act, authored by Congressman Bart Gordon, within the United States Department of Energy DOE in 2007, though without a budget. The initial budget of about $400 million was a part of the Economic Stimulus Bill of February 2009. With our curiosity piqued, let's embark on a dedicated exploration of other and its fascinating intricacies. DOE Isotope Program coordinates Isotope Production Federal Energy Management Program Foundation for Energy Security and Innovation, a organization dedicated to supporting DOE Research Fusion Energy Sciences, a program to research nuclear fusion, with a yearly budget in 2020 of $670 million, with $250 million of that going to ITER Government annual event partly sponsored by the DOE Grid Deployment Office, a division dedicated to spreading adoption of grid-enhancing technologies and improving transmission, permitting National Science Bowl, a high school and middle school science knowledge competitions, Solidicalthon, an international collegiate competition to design and build solar-powered houses, State Energy Program Weatherization Assistance Program. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding list of secretaries of energy and gain a fresh perspective. Name term President served start end 1 James R. Schlesinger August 6, 1977 August 23, 1979 to Charles W. Duncan, Jr. August 54, 1979 January 20, 1981 3 James B. Edwards January 23, 1981 November 5, 1982 4 Donald Paul Hodel November 5, 1982 February 7, 1985 5 John South Harrington February 7, 1985 January 20, 1989 6 James D. Watkins March 1, 1989 January 20, 1993 7 Hazel R. Leary January 22, 1993 January 20, 1997 8 Federico Fahrenheit. Here March 12, 1997 June 30, 1998 9 Bill Richardson August 18, 1998 January 20, 2001 10 Spencer Abraham January 22, 2001 January 31, 2005 11 Samuel W. Bogman February 1, 2005 January 20, 2009 12 Stephen Chu January 21, 2009 April 22, 2013 13 Ernest Moniz May 16, 2013 January 20, 2017 14 Rick Perry March 2, 2017 December 1, 2019 15 Dan Boylett December 4, 2019 January 20, 2021 16 Jennifer Granholm February 25, 2021 Incumbent. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more valuable content.